I wanted to go over with you as a seller the different ways a buyer can cancel. And the golden rule for me in just dealing with real estate in general is a buyer has got to want to buy and a seller has got to want to sell for the transaction to go through to be fair for everyone. What's up, everybody? Sean Belamac Realty. Hey, great to see you. Going along with the theme of this newsletter today, it's called Listings That List. Like a boat in the open water, the listing goes out into the market, and then these buyers are just coming in, stripping out all their contingencies, freaked out trying to buy the house. And you know what I'm seeing more and more? Is the listing gets canceled. It comes back on the market because the buyers freaked out. They think they overpaid. They didn't get a chance to properly look at it. And so I wanted to go over with you as a seller the different ways a buyer can cancel. And the golden rule for me in just dealing with real estate in general is a buyer has got to want to buy and a seller has got to want to sell for the transaction to go through to be fair for everyone. There's no way to really pin this down. I mean, you can. I get asked that all the time. How can we make it bulletproof? Well, you can, but there's more than 10 ways out of a contract. And let me just discuss a few of these with you. The earnest money is supposed to be the good faith money that goes into escrow, along with the purchase contract and terms. And unless you make that non-refundable, okay, the best way to do that if you want to make it bulletproof is counter it and say, as a seller, hey, that becomes non-refundable upon the inspection completion resolution. So when any repairs are negotiated or it's as is and after that period of time has expired, we get the earnest money. That's about as tough as you can get in here because look at these other ways you can get out. You've got first of all, the seller's property disclosure. That needs to be given to the buyer soon because if they get it like in day 8 of the inspection period and they haven't had 5 days to review it, they could cancel because of something in that. New discovery. Let's say you're past the inspection period and something is newly discovered by you, the seller. You have to disclose that to the buyer and then you give it to the buyer and they have 5 days to review that and cancel. Other things that they can cancel the contract over are if they're not given the title commitment and enough time to review that, they get 5 days. So if title is delayed on getting that to them, or the HOA information, if they don't have time to review that and it's given to them on, let's say, day 9 of the inspection period on a 10-day inspection, and they don't get they have 5 days. So they can look at it and go, I don't like the financials. I'm canceling. The lead-based paint, you got to disclose that. If they don't get the disclosure form, they can cancel. They have 5 days to review that. And risk of loss. This is another one. If something happens, and it does, like a tree falls into the house, and if there's 10% or more damage, 10% of the sales price or more damage, buyer or seller can cancel the contract. So as much as we want to say that these are bulletproof or this is the way you can make it bulletproof, rule of thumb, Sean Bellamac's rule of thumb. Go into it fair and honest with both parties. Do the best you can. Reach an agreement. Put a little trust in there and just go down the path. That's the best advice I can give you. If you want to talk about strategies to tighten up these contracts, just give me a call. I'd be glad to go over it. That's what I do. 90% of the time, I'm talking to people about how to make their real estate experience better. 10% of the time, I'm actually closing a deal and earning a living. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks.